welcome to our fourth video of the Lego modulars. Today we will show you the fire station, Fire Brigade.
Fire Brigade, yeah. Very American.
Very American. So this is the fourth modular. It is a red building, and it is the first building that is completely in a theme, namely the Fire Brigade. So as you can see here, it's a very rectangular building and has a fire car. What is that called? A fire car.
Fire truck.
A fire truck. It has a fire truck. I think it's a really cool building. It's actually the first building that I helped Robert build. So the other ones, I wasn't there experiencing the building experience, and this one I did. So I'm kind of emotionally attached to this building because it was the first one that we built together. So I really liked that. I think it has a lot of cool features. It has much more of an inner life as well compared to the other modulars. So we'll show you all of that. And I think it's a really cool building. So.
Yeah, what I find interesting is that when this model was first released, apparently a lot of fans didn't like it because it was a bit more different than the other ones. Perhaps it's the American architecture. But Lego at the time, they thought, no, we have to expand our horizon, continue to start making different things. And as you said, this is the first one with a certain theme. This is a building we all recognize from American towns, and I guess a lot of people also building Lego. And after this, they would make like the shopping center, the Grand Emporium or the movie theater. So Lego started making buildings that people easily recognize. And we also changed the flag.
Yeah, one of the most important things.
Because we're not very big fans of the United States. And politics aside, we prefer the queer flag. So as you can see here, we changed the colors, and that makes our town a much happier place, we feel.
Yeah. So this is the only time that we will present you with a modular, and we left one of the changes that we did because we didn't like the American flag. So now it has to be a queer flag.
Well, there's also another little change we'll soon show.
And one other little change, what has to do with animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to show you the building from a little bit closer. So you can see on the front, I really like these this sort of tiles. I think it's very beautiful made. You can also see the flag, which we adjusted to have the queer colors, which is really nice. And you can see it's a proper fire station. So the fire truck that we have here, which already has 3 of the minifigures, namely Robin, Clark, right, and Bowser the dog. So this fire truck can actually ride in here and out on the back. We'll show you in a minute. And we have this cool gate here, which I think is really cool. So this was fun to build, and I think it's also really, really a nice accessory.
The tree, though, we're not that big fans of. It's
the tree is a bit wonky, yeah. The tree is a bit weird.
And you made these numbers. Was that from the make?
Yeah, the numbers were really cool. So it's 1932, which is when Lego was founded. Yeah. So there are a couple of other numbers that will come in later modulars, and I think it's always really cool. So you're building this, and you're like, what is this going to be? And then this is a cool number, and I think it turned out really nice.
And we have the bell, which actually rocks back and forth. What you can't see is that there's a little bat hidden here. Well, I guess you just have to purchase it for yourself to see the bat. It's really going to be hard to show.
These are kind of cool things to build, and we'll show you
the back side quickly. Tell us about the frogs.
Yes. So we have these 3 gray frogs here, and in the original building, they're actually made to hang on the hats from the Fire Brigade people on the inside. But I thought it was kind of cruel to these little animals, so we changed them with studs and put the frogs out of here, and I really like that. There are lots of buildings that have frogs as decorations, and
that's
but
right.
I tend to put them outside.
That's right. So, and we're still wondering what's this? Some kind of fire alarm or something? You break it open to get an axe? We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll
looks nice,
leave it to your own imagination. Okay, let's go check out the inside. There's not much to see here, but if you look closely, you'll see little details all around. Like, as Ricarda mentioned, the hats here. Now, normally if you had tilted the building like this, the hats would have all flown up because they just hang on the little frogs, but we had it studs because we preferred that. We didn't want them flying all over the place. And as you can see, there's a little pole here. Here we have Selena, She's enjoying a ride down. And this actually connects to the story a bit higher. And here we have this long staircase. But under the staircase, I don't know if you can see this with the camera, all little goodies like a trash can and tools. So that the fire people...
Even andere kant op houden.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully you get to see everything. Let's go get the next story where most of the most interesting things are. Let's see if you follow the staircase and go up. So, is this clear? What do we have here? A whole bunch of little things. But first of all, we have Oliver. And we call him Oliver because he's also secretly a superhero. Good luck guessing the other characters. And apparently, the Green Arrow, he can cook some mighty hot, spicy, what was it again? What did he cook? Chili.
Sausage. Oh, no, chili.
Yeah, he made the chili. That's right. So we thought that would be funny if we had a spicy chili cook, you know, so he could extinguish his own fires. And inside the, those are little pieces. We'll get back to that a little bit later. Okay, so what do you see here? A little couch?
Put them a little
Closer? Yeah, you get a little couch here. And I'll turn around the building this way.
This is perfect.
You got a tennis table. And if you look carefully, we put them here. You got these little paddles, so you can let them play with each other. And I don't really like this little cupboard here that much, but it's nice. What's really cool is the refrigerator. I wish there were more refrigerators in the modular city because I love this one. You can see.
Tilt it a bit this way.
That's more like that.
So.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah. Like this. Yeah.
Can I open it like this? I'm just covering it now. I'll probably stick my thumb like that. Yeah, there you go. What do we see? Sausages, right?
Sausages.
So that's cool. And finally, let's see, how do I put this on the screen? We have indeed the pole, which glides all the way down, which Celine is on. So lots to see here. This is one of the first rooms in the modular series that has a lot of fun things to look at.
So we're going to talk about the building experience now. This was the first building, as I mentioned already, that I helped build. So I'm really excited that I can talk about the building experience. So I really liked it. I mean, it was, for me, the first time to build a modular, so I was really excited about all of the different things. In particular, I really like this sort of front. I think it's a very nice design, and I love the red. It's a really pretty color. Also, the letters are really cool to make because you're starting out not knowing what you are actually making, and then after a while it's like, oh, it's gonna be these numbers, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I didn't like it that much, to be honest. It's very square. There are a lot of bricks simply used just to build walls, and really the first half of the building, there's not much going on. I mean, you get to build the car. That's pretty cool. But after that, you're placing tiles and walls, and honestly, this part isn't that fun. There's a lot of these 2x2 tiles, and then, like as you see in the inside, you build a couple cute things, but they're not that spectacular. And yeah, you do have this little reach out here on the back. That's kind of cute. But no, I didn't have a very good time until we got to the second half. Again, lots of walls still being built, but at least you got to build the cute little pieces of furniture and add some more windows. And the top of this was cute, but this didn't last that long. So I enjoyed it, of course, but I kept thinking, well, Ricarda deserves better. So it's time to grade the building. So first, when it comes to the outside, the front, well, it looks cute, but I don't think it looks that very spectacular. Obviously, this is the most people agree that this is the most beautiful part, these spectacular bricks that stick out. I wish they used this more often, actually, in the modular series. But other than that, oh, this is kind of cute, the bell. But yeah, it's very square. I generally don't like symmetrical buildings. This is one of the most symmetrical ones. Luckily, there's a truck that adds a lot of personality. But I sometimes feel like that if you took away these helmets, maybe the big door, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it could be any other building, honestly. I don't think it has as much personality as I wish it would have. And it's not much of a looker either. Although, of course, I love adding the queer flag. Seeing that in my town always makes me quite happy. How do you feel about the outside?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, but I think it matches sort of what you would expect from a fire brigade. So I don't think it needs to be that spectacularly different. I think it makes sense that it's square, and I really like it. So I'm generally not so critical, I think.
Okay, well, I would give 2 out of 5 stars, and you?
I would give 3.
3. Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah,
I get that.
I mean, there are prettier buildings, but I think it's still nice, and it was nice to build all of these.
Yeah, I'm still glad it's in my town. So when it comes to the inside, well, at least this one's complete, but one of the floors is kind of barren, and the other floor, it's a little bit of everything, but I don't think that it has that much. Again, not much personality. It's just basically a place where all the fire people hang out and have food, which is kind of cute, but no, it's not that spectacular. And the backside, well, looks okay. I wouldn't. It's not as beautiful as the front, so yeah, I would give this 2 stars.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me. I think it's nice and it's kind of complete, but there's not that much going on. I like the ping pong table that is inside, but other than that, I think other buildings have much more on the inside. So I agree with the 2 stars for me also. Yeah. And
the building this was more fun than the cafe corner, but other than that, no, it's like I said, kind of an office build. So I'm only giving this 2 stars for building experience. You?
Well, it was my first building, so I'm definitely a bit biased, but I also really liked building it, so I would give it 3 stars.
Yeah, very fair enough. Yeah. And then finally, how much fun can we have with this? Well, it's a fire brigade. That's always neat. It's fun to put this fellow here. Let's see if I can do this. Like that, kind of like sticking out of the building. That looks nice. And I guess if you're into playing with your Lego, you could, of course, have it rush over to another building. And there's no hose that actually works. I guess that's kind of a shame. But a fire brigade that adds a lot. It adds suspense to your Lego town. That's why there are a lot of fire stations in the Lego collection. And I just like having around. You know, you can imagine these fire people hanging out together. You know, and being heroes, getting cats out of trees and all that. So I think the fun factor, it's there, but you have to do some extra effort. So I'm giving this 2 stars.
I think I would again give it 3 stars. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. I think the people can chill out, and with the ping pong table you can play. You have the car and the dog, and you have Oliver in the kitchen making his famous what was it?
Hot chili,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that there's already a lot of things you can do to play with this. So yeah, 3 stars for me.
Finally, well, one thing we forgot to mention is that the back side also has a door open, and this is something that you love to hate, I believe. So the thing is, in case there's a fire in the back of the building, the car can drive to the back side and extinguish a fire, I don't know, on the inside.
Yeah, I think this is a really cool feature, and you will see that this is a point of discussion for us, because I think that the back door also needs to be accessible for our fire truck. Restrictions on how we place this building into the town.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because you don't want the back side to be closed off.
No.
You feel like the car has to be able to take this back door and still get to the street somehow.
Exactly. So this is an extra challenge in placing this building into the town, which we'll do next.
Now we put them all next to each other, all 4. We discussed this thoroughly and tried out all the options, and we believe that this is the best way to put the 4 modulars next to each other. Any gripes you have, Ricarda?
Yeah, so there are still some things that are not entirely optimal. So for instance, with this building, but we discussed this last time, you see that the window that is here is blocked by the building. But putting this sort of differently would also not solve it. And then the other side, you have the balcony, which we think is more important to let the sun in. So that building is kind of a bit of a difficult thing to put. Other than that, maybe the hotel sign is not that nicely visible now, so you would want to shift this, but that also doesn't really fit at the moment. So this is, I think this is most optimal given the modules that we have at this point.
Yeah, it's still a lovely street though. Yeah, these are the first 4. Soon we'll have the Grand Emporium, which will definitely be in the corner because it's also a corner building. And after that, we're going to have to get a larger table, I think.
Yeah, I think we will have to start building in squares.
Maybe start building a square. So let's go take a seat and say goodbye to our viewers.
And also, I'm really interested to hear if you have suggestions on how to put the modulars in a different way. Let us know in the comment section.
Exactly. So this is the way we like it.
Yeah, we do.
I'd love to hear what you would prefer. Okay. Thanks for being around again.
Yes.
We'll stay around for part 5. Like you said, the Grand Emporium, the big shopping mall.
Yes. Bye bye, you too.
Bye, folks.